People are being forced to leave their homes as the war from Syria spreads from the Middle East all over the world.
These people are called refugees. A refugee is someone who is forced to leave their homes because of the prospect of war. Today we are going to show you people's views of what it is like and how we can stop it.
Migrants have camped in Calais for years with hope of getting a better life in the UK. Over the past 12 months, the numbers of attempting to cross the English Channel have increased, causing chaos.
Migrants have stormed the Channel Tunnel to become stowaways, and lorry drivers have taken strike action for their own safety.
Let's go and take the public's views on this.
Hello, I'm Bea. Today I'm joined by Lauren and Emily, and they are going to be answering some questions for us. So, how do you feel about the refugee crisis?
I feel very strongly. I feel that we should be letting them into our country because I think we should because other countries don't, and then they have rights like us. They're human beings, we're human beings, they both have rights.
Emily.
My answer is very similar to Lauren, we should let them in because in their country they're not safe, they don't have much shelter or food or what we have, and they should have the same rights as us.
Do you think it's fair how the refugees are treated?
No, definitely not. They're humans, we're humans, we should be treated the same, we all have the same rights. So their camps and stuff are destroyed and we live in, not a perfect world, but our world is 10 times better than theirs.
Emily?
Yeah, it's also very similar to Lauren's again, but they don't have a house, we have a house, and all they have is a sheet over their heads, if that, and they don't have beds or anything to live on.
Okay, is there anything else you wish to tell us?
Well, all I want to say is that we really need to stop this, and it's not
Yeah. Hello, I'm Bea, and today I'm going to be interviewing Mr. Wag. So how do you feel about the refugee crisis?
I feel really worried about it because it's just the proportions are really scary, and what people are doing about it is really scary, how people are reacting, and I just feel that there's no organised way of getting the people the kind of help they really need.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we should let more refugees into the UK?
Yes, because these people are... It's so confusing, there's so many mixed messages about the reason why people... But it's an emergency, it's on the scale of the Second World War, it's bigger than people seem. It's a human crisis, so if you can help, then obviously you should help.
Yes. Do you think we should have the same rights as... Do you think they should have the same rights as us, and why?
Of course, because they're humans, so it's... yeah.
Is there anything else you wish to tell us?
There's lots of things I could tell you, but it's like... No, I just think it's the idea of if somebody wanted some help, and you just stood there and said, no, sorry, I'm too busy, I can't help you right now. You'd always try and help someone, wouldn't you? So it's the same thing, so no matter where someone's from or what their need is, and sort of to gauge that and sort of go, oh, you don't need as much help as some other people, so you're not as important. It's just that general thing, it's the value of just helping somebody else.
Okay,
That's
thank
what I
you.
think. You're welcome, that's okay.
Hello, I'm Bea, and today I'm with Eve and Chelsea. So, how do you feel about the refugee crisis?
I think it's good. They need a home, even though we pay for their taxes. I think it's a human. Every human deserves a right.
I disagree. I think they shouldn't have the NHS. They shouldn't have houses because exactly like what you said, we're paying for them to come into our country, and even though they are getting bombed and everything, it's our country and we don't want to pay for people.
So you think they should be living on the streets?
No, I don't say that. I said that we should have to pay taxes for them to live in houses and have the NHS.
Okay. So, do you think it's fair how the refugees are treated in their camps?
No.
But to be honest, I'm not paying taxes on this.
Okay, is there anything else you want to tell us?
Yeah, people are being bullied. Basically.
Oh, here we go. With Alice. So, how do you feel about the refugee crisis?
I feel that they're being treated unfairly.
Okay. Do you think the refugees should have the same rights as us? Why?
Yeah, because they're living people and we're people.
Yeah. Do you think we should let more refugees into the UK?
Yeah. Because they've got family over here, then they have the right to be here.
Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm Bea and today I'm with Mrs Saddington. So, how do you feel about the refugee crisis?
I'm very disappointed with the way that my government has reacted to the refugee crisis. I think we need to stop talking about refugees and asylum seekers and migrants, and I think we need to start talking about people, because as human beings we have a duty to one another. And I also think if we want to talk about human rights, what is happening in Calais at present is a disgusting human rights abuse, and I'm absolutely appalled that my government can stand by and allow that to happen.
Thank you. Do you think we should let more refugees into the UK?
Absolutely.
Do you think it's fair how the refugees are treated?
No. They all have a right to life, a right to health, they have a right to housing, and they have a right to being helped to recover from the trauma of the war that they've witnessed. All of us have those rights under the United Nations Convention of Human Rights, and it's disgusting that their rights are being abused in this way.
Do you think... Is there anything else you wish to tell us?
I'd like to tell you that we all have a duty to think positively about the migrant crisis and look for ways to help. Let's stop condemning and let's start helping.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now have you seen the people's views on this crisis? Unlike us, the refugees have no proper home, nor food, nor education. This is not right.
There are many charities that help these people.
Thank
you.